Hello, hello, chat. Welcome to the stream. I hope everybody's doing well. Zaris, thank you much for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate you. Welcome. Let's just get in it, man. We got plenty to do, and we all know it's gonna take an hour to get anything done. Anything at all done. Yo, Sage is on a watch streak. I didn't know that was a thing that we were tracking now. It is kind of sick, honestly, like if you get super high in the rankings, though. I get it. Hey, the pastas are actually the pasta, and I think Boss is also done, too. Is Boss working as well? Okay, that's weird that pastas work. Oh, that's right. They were on separate things. So whenever I moved computers, I lost the program and all the files and stuff for the boss fight. Which means I need to find another program to set up another one, essentially. The things I do for you, chat. The things I do for you. So I know you like beating up imaginary numbers. Alright, let's get back in it. So, where were we? Where is my guide? I can do nothing without my guide. There it is. Found it. Okay. Zora's Domain. Behind the falls, Link found Zora's Domain, where he marveled at the watery wonderland filled with the bluest water in the pools. In the pools swam schools of Zoras, a curious hybrid of people crossed with fish. I'm sure they'd see the same thing about you, okay? Holy whiplash, what are you talking about? Who's whipping, who's lashing? I'll get him. Then it was, though... Oh, should have been much happier than it was, Link thought, until he realized Ganondorf had recently been there. Suddenly into Zora's Domain. Yep, that's what we do. That's the power of playing on very legitimate copies of the video game, if you know what I mean. Anywho's it's what. A fish called Zora. The Zora's strange fish-like looks had Link harboring deep fears, but he was set at ease when they welcomed him with open fins, sensing his connection to the royal family, mostly because they heard it. Hybrid of people crossed with fish? Just saying. Maybe that's why these ones look a little weird, you know? Look at King Zora over there. He looks like the product of maybe a little bit of inbreeding. Got the jaw, the Habsburg jaw a little bit. No? Just saying, maybe. Who knows? They welcomed him with open fins, sensing the connection to the royal family. The Zoras told Link that of their missing princess. Link knew if he searched for lost Ruto, he would need extra energy. He would need the extra energy of a piece of heart. Okay. He also knew that lighting torches, such as the extinguished ones behind Zora's the domain's waterfall, could shed some light on the location of such an item. Armed with a torch, Link headed to the falls. Okay, and then it wants us to dive through. Okay, it wants us to light the torches first. Kind of an interesting, just first thing to do right off the bat. I guess it kind of implied that we would talk to the Zoras as well. Alright, let's talk to this fish. Hey, you're supposed to welcome me with open fins, whatever that means. Oh, my dear sweet Princess Ruto, where is she gone? I'm so worried. I don't know, but that didn't seem like very open fins, huh? Bring it in for a hug, buddy. Alright, let's get this shit done. Oh my dear priest. I'm gonna take your fire. Is that chill? Hope so. Just saying. It's easier to ask for forgiveness than for permission if you know they're going to say no. So I don't actually know that they're going to say no, but I'm just assuming. He seems like kind of a tight ass. You don't think you want to hug that guy? Why not? What are you hiding, Sage? What's up? Why don't you want to hug this guy? He does seem a little slimy. And not in the, ugh. Look at that guy. You know, he's doing shady stuff in the alleyway. Slimy. But in, like, the regular type of slimy. Not your type. Sage, give love a chance. Maybe you need a gross fish person. Wow, my fucking inner bigotry just came out for a second. I apologize, chat. To any gross fish people in the chat. Alright, what did it want me to do now? It wants me to dive for rupees, but what does it say? Oh wait, actually shows us if we talk to people. Lord Jabu Jabu is Zora's patron deity. Princess Ruto is in charge of preparing his meals morning and night. Interesting. Is that this guy here? Mario. We are the Zoras, people, the proud aquatic people. You say you have some connection with Hyrule's royal family. Well, what do you want from us? You know, honestly, fair question. Are you expecting a tithe? Do you want, like... What's going on here? Alright, diving for rupees. After King Zora told him of Ruto's disappearance. Did he, though? Anyway. I mean, I guess he did technically say it. He's like, oh, Princess Ruto's so missing and stuff, and I'm worried and stuff. Link entered the tunnel beside the throne to practice diving. Link guessed Ruto was lost in Zora's fountain, so he wanted the search to go swimmingly. Very funny. They're being real humorous and stuff. He would need to learn how to dive. At the end of the tunnel, Link met his Zora coach, who instructed him to plunge into the falls to find rupees he had thrown into the water below. Oh, I kind of thought it was just like a diving minigame. Although, you know, actually, I was going to say, do you think they actually have the Zoras do this? They'd be much better at it than a human. I think they're trying to scam our boy Link here. And then I got to, you know, like, maybe the children. Maybe the children would have a good time with this diving minigame. Diving game, 20 rupees, wanna play? Sure. Okay. Pick up all the rupees I throw from here. You have only a limited amount of time. When you pick them all up, come back here. I'll give you something very nice. It's a scale. From me. It probably does some good to a weirdo like you, kid. Anyway. Moving. You know what? For once, I actually didn't land on that rock. It's a momentous occasion, chat. Like normal children would be brave enough to dive off of a waterfall? Yeah, but Zora children. Oh, maybe that's it. Maybe he was just trying to steal our money. He's like, he's not actually going to jump. Fucking, I clocked this kid as a coward. Nope, the boy's got the Triforce of Courage on him. Which, you know, courage and stupidity is a very fine line between the two, if you ask me. One's a bit more honorable than the other, of course. And very nice, but... Anyway. Hey, congratulations, I got something nice for you. Come up and get it. Right now, I imagine he is absolutely scrambling. He's like, what do I give this kid that actually just jumped off a waterfall? Have you seen Lord Jabu Jabu? No. Oh, that's not good. What? I like how he just hit us with the, oh, that's not good. Oh, like I did something wrong. Also, you're not doing anything to tread water, you're just kind of doing it, and I think that's incredible. Everyone who comes around here should see Lord Jabba Jabba at least once. Zora's Fountain is just beyond King Zora's throne. That's where Lord Jabba Jabba swims, but unless you have King Zora's permission, you can't go to Zora's Fountain. He's just treading water. He's just really good at it, I guess. Apparently I got some stuff in my throat, man. Straight up not having a good time, chat. Alright, give me my reward. I earned it. By being foolish. I mean courageous, not cowardly. The exact opposite of cowardly, actually. I'll be taking that now. Hold on, let me just help you get it off of you. Alright, that should surely assist you in whatever you're gonna get me. What a graceful dive. Now please take this. It's a scale of our kind. What does that even mean? With this, you can dive much deeper underwater. You've got a shit of a scale. Jump into the water and push in. I missed the rock again? Hold on. Is it actually going to tell me to go in here? What does the guide say? Silver scale. To help their land-lover friends swim deeper, the Zoras gave gifts of scales plucked from their best divers. I knew it. I knew it was off of that guy. Zoras, when the goddess created Hyrule, they blessed Zora's fountain for ages. Fish swam in the sacred water before finally evolving into people known as Zoras. Looking at this guide, it's like in a bubble water. That's super cool. What was I going to say? Well, two things I've had a consideration of making a video on. It is related, trust. But it is, like, what if the guide was canon, right? So we have the thing about Zora's domain, or not Zora's domain, about Kakariko Village being a previous Gerudo establishment. And I think it would be interesting to look at the game through the perspective if that were true. I'm pretty sure this guide isn't canon. But the reason for that being, a lot of times these guides are made in tandem with the game. Like, they're not, the game doesn't come out and then the guide comes out. A lot of times they'll sort of start writing these guides during the development of the game, so you can actually see some of the older concept, older ideas in these guides. Like, there's one up here in, where is it? In Dodongo's Cavern. So it says, okay, the Beamos Chamber. Inside the first chamber, Link noticed several Beamos and bomb flowers, not to mention the bubbling pool of lava. He skirted the lava, take along the left side first, then climbed a ladder to the higher level. He bombed 2 doors. There are not 2 doors. There's 1 door and an archway. The archway has the business scrub. The reason that I think that's important is I think at some point during development, during a playtest somewhere, they probably realized that people they weren't actually going and getting the Hylian shield. They're probably just continuing on forward. So they'd get in here, they'd lose their shield, they'd get frustrated because they don't have a shield. Yes, it's their fault for not paying attention, whatever. But a way that they could help to remedy that was to put a familiar business scrub just over to the left. You can actually, I'm pretty sure you can actually see him as you enter Dodongo's Cavern when you get on that little walkway there. Pretty sure if you look straight to the left, you can just see him. People might not have considered bombing that wall to gain access to the shield. So I think at some point during the playtest, they decided to open up that second bombable wall to give more direct, easy access to another Deku shield. And I'm thinking with my brain. When he emerged on the other side, he surfaced in Lake Hylia, the vast catch basin for Zora's river. The lake was far from Zora's domain, and since stubborn King Zora cared little for strangers, Link was content to conduct his search as far from the king as possible. Wow. Okay. I mean, it didn't seem like he was being rude or anything. He was just worried about his daughter. Calm down. See, like that. I wonder if at some point he wasn't meant to be an asshole to you. Despite the fact that Ruto was last seen feeding patron Zora deity Lord Jabu Jabu in the waters near the domain, Link began searching Lake Hylia and its shores. Since Zora's fountain drained into the lake, a clue would surely surface downstream. That is true. Got it. It's going to be one of those hard-to-talk days. Which just happened, by the way. They really kind of just make it super obvious, don't they? I mean, that's fair. Hey, bud, what do you have to say? I'm a Zora. Have you seen anything strange in the lake? The river carries many things into this lake. Hi, thank you for introducing yourself as a Zora. I wasn't aware. Implies a golden Zora exists. It does, actually. That's interesting. After swimming the lengthy underwater corridor, Link splashed to the surface. The tranquil waters may have been relaxing, but there was no time to spare. While swimming beneath the calm waters, he spotted a bottle with a letter in it, signed Princess Ruto, daughter of King Zora. The note revealed her last known location, feeding the Lord Jabu Jabu. Link took the letter immediately to the king, who granted him passage to Lord Jabu Jabu's sacred fountain. Does it want us to do fishing now? Oh, we gotta go fishing now. Alright, a fisherman's tale. Fishing Lake Hylia was a popular spot. A 6-pound fish was the record, and prizes awaited anyone who could best it. Fishermen procured that lunkers weighing upwards of 12 pounds swam in those blue waters, but none had managed to pull one out for themselves. Link was a novice fisherman, but he learned sharply yanking the pole left and right, while speedily reeling in the line was the surest way. Hey, wow, I just kind of did that. Technology didn't want you to make it to stream. Well, you did it anyway. Good job. Hold on to the biggest catches. When young Link tamed a record set, we gotta get a whole ass fish. It's adult Link and a true lucker, earning him the coveted gold scale. Even with that prize in hand, Link still knew there were bigger fish to fry. With the help of a special lure, Link caught the loach, the largest fish the pond had to offer. Fun fact, the Hylian loach isn't even there all of the time. I think it only spawns like the third time you go in or something. So, if you only go in twice, I don't think you ever can get the Hylian loach. Which, fun fact, I'm pretty sure also makes an appearance in Twilight Princess. The more you know. Alright, let's go fish. Amber, thank you so much for the tier 1. I appreciate you. Oh, yeah. It reads out the emotes names. Should have been in Batawa Totka. I agree. Check. The fish are really biting today. Oh, it's even open. Isn't like early in the morning the best time to go fishing? Like 6 a.m. or something? You want to go fishing for 20 rupees? Yeah. Wow, you have a rumble pack today. You can feel the vibration, young man. Okay, listen up. Walk up to the water's edge and press the Z button. What the fuck's the Z button? Don't look at me, kid. There's PNGs of fish on the back wall. While looking at the fish, you can cast your line with B. When the lure drops into the water, you can wiggle it with the B. If you're a novice, you can also use B. Reel your lure with hold A, press A and R and reel it. Do you understand? Yeah, I get it. I'm so generous, I'll let you fish for as long as you want. However, you could keep only one fish. Biggest fish caught here ever was 6 pounds. After you cast, you can change your view as let's fish. Never gone fishing. I don't know. You can swim anyways. You ain't risking all that. It says you can swim. Can you or can you not swim, Sage? This is very important information for me to have. You know, in case I ever need to plot your assassination. I would never. I'm wiggling. Well, that was fast. I gotta wiggle it back and forth. It says I'm supposed to wiggle it. Is this working? I mean, it's kind of working. Look at that boy. Well, well, it's about 2 pounds. You want to keep it? No, put it away. Back to the water with you, fool. Don't bite again. So I'm not using any bait. Luckily, the guide said as adult Link. Yes, I'm very glad that I wasn't here trying to needlessly get the stupid scale. Calm down. God, these little ones are extra aggressive today. I really wish you... Can you just fucking get rid of a fish? I don't care about this one. He's so small. Look, I know. It's not the size of the fish. It's how you use it or whatever. That one's even smaller. The little ones are hungry? Shit, they must be. Go grow up and then come back. Oh. I didn't mean to aggressively roll at you. I apologize. You don't need the gold scale, just iron boots. Hook shot the gold. Hook shot the heart pieces? What? I think the main thing you need the gold, well, quote unquote, need the golden scale for is in the professor's lab, isn't it? There's a heart piece there, but yeah, I mean, you can just get that with the boots. You don't actually need to dive down and touch it. Kind of makes the golden scale a little bit useless, to be honest. Here. Come here. You're 2 pounds too. Are you at least 3 pounds? It's about 2 pounds. Fine. Whatever. I'll put you in my tunic. Oh, right. I remember now. So you iron boots down to the bottom, and then you hook shot the, I think you hook shot the crate. And your character just barely touches the bottom. Chat, last time I went fishing on this game, I was here for an hour. No, 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 you get away from me. Okay, yeah, you come on in. Oh, don't eat me. Whatever you do, don't eat me. Please, no. Come, you're a bitch. I am swimming for my life here. Oh, that's a big boy over there. I need him. Are you big? You're big. It said wiggle it back and forth. But this was the most effective way, although I don't think it's true. I'm pretty sure the most effective way is to actually just go the way of the fish. Which is actually backwards from a lot of fishing games that I usually play. Usually you kind of want to go against the fish to tire it out. Alright, that's a real lunker. Well, well, it's about 8 pounds. You want to keep it? Yes. Goodbye, other fish. Go grow up. I'll catch you in 7 years, roughly. Trust. Your fishing level is 99, but you've never been fishing. That's just how good you are. Wow! Fish is huge. Looks like a new record. It weighs at least 8 pounds. Seriously? Okay, here, take your prize. In run, escape. There's a 12 pound. Oh, you son of a bitch. Fishing like Haylet was a popular spot. A 6-pound fish was a record. Fishermen speculated that lunkers weighing upwards of 12 pounds swim in the blue waters, but none had managed to pull any of them up. He learned that sharply yanking the pole left to right. Okay. When young Link tamed a record-setting fish, he claimed a piece of heart. I think 10 pounds is what I need. That feels right. Well, this guide is bullshit. And inaccurate, and dumb, and stupid. By the way, in case anyone was wondering, I'm gonna go fish near that log. Because I'm pretty sure that log is where all the good fish are. Whenever Link set a record-setting fish, the guy lied. I want that. I want that. I want that big boy right there. You need a nap? No, don't put me to bed. Dude, don't. Come on. Seriously. I just got up. Not too long ago. Which is true. Yeah, fuck, I was not feeling good this morning. I was like, alright, I will rest. I will rest for stream, and it'll be, you're a bitch. What happened? You lost it. Oh, yeah, well, it was probably the biggest fish in the pond. You see it? It was the size of my head. That's not that big, I guess, considering I'm a kid, but still. Just dyslexic? You're dyslexic. I've attracted the attention of a real lunker. Come hither, real lunker. Yes. Oh, great heavens. Oh, great heavens. No, don't consume me. Come on. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. Do it. I'm locked in on you. You ain't escaping me. Looking right at you. Can't believe the guy told us to get a piece of heart. Quick, escape. Run for your life. Run. Escape. Gotcha, bitch. You're done for now. Maybe I do need to just wiggle it back and forth. Come on. Come on. Come on. Gotcha. It's as big as me. Wow, this is a real lunker. Let's see, it weighs about 10 pounds. Ever wonder where the bathroom is in some of these areas? My brother in Christ, I'm looking at it. No. You shouldn't pee upstream in all the fish. That's gross. I'm sure there's a very respectable place to use the restroom here. In Hylia. Where there really are no restrooms. I don't think I've seen a single one. Hey, weigh my fish and then give me a better life. Fish is huge. It looks like a new record. It weighs at least 10 pounds. Seriously. I'm not kidding. There we go. Right, I gotta give this back to you. What do you want? I want to quit. Come back when you get older. Maybe the fish will get older too. No. The ecosystem of fish will stop. They will not grow up as I do. I was gonna go for a bit. I don't know what I was going for. Anyway, moving forward. One of my dog's hairs on my nose. I cannot get rid of it. Alright, what does it want us to do next? Okay, we immediately took it to Lord Jabu Jabu. Then we're going to Jabu Jabu's belly. Lord Jabu Jabu's belly. Lord Jabu Jabu, the deity of the Zoros, was a mammoth fish that resided in the secluded fountain behind King Zora's throne. The Leviathan was covered in ornate markings, symbolized his exalted position in the Zora culture. The sacred being that had recently become bitterly sick. And the cause was a mystery. It's probably because he's been producing too much Zora milk. You know, there's gonna come a time, chat, when no one's gonna know what the hell I'm talking about. The old fans are gonna, they're gonna move on. We're gonna get new fans coming in here. They're not gonna know what Zora milk means. And then I guess we'll just have to play that game again, won't we? Oh, I remember. I remember. Anyway, the quickest way to a deity's heart. As Link gazed up at the hulk of gills and scales, he could not believe where his adventure was going to take him next. Princess Ruto had somehow been swallowed by Lord Jabu Jabu, and if he was to rescue her for King Zora, he was going to have to enter the belly of a great fish. That's some biblical shit, by the way, although I think it was a whale in the Bribble. The only remaining question was how to get Lord Jabba Jabba to open his mouth so Link could slip inside. If Jabba Jabba had no qualms about swallowing the princess, maybe a fishy snack could convince him to open up wide. Wow. You know, I was gonna say it's kind of weird that Jabu Jabu eats fish, but then I realized fish kind of eat just other fish all the time. Like that's like their main diet. These always all respect the great King Zora. He has the dignity of a king. Oh yeah, he does. The Grand King Zora has a princess named Ruto. She's an only child. She's also a wild tomboy, and it seems like she's always causing the king a lot of trouble. The great King Zora should be in the royal chamber. How do you think the king would react to you talking about his daughter like that? You think he'd like that? Just saying. You need to be careful. Exactly. This is a very bold statement. You got a fish. Use it with cease. Looks like something might happen. Looks delicious and fresh and delicious and tasty and good. Hey, you want a fish? I just learned that fish eat other fish in this universe. You want this one? You gotta pick it up, but it's delicious. You got anything to say about that? Zora's fountain is the source of the... Okay. He doesn't seem to care at all. Then I'll be taking my fish back. Other mammals eat other mammals. So I think it's weird when it's like akin to cannibalism, right? It would be like humans eating other humans. But then again, there's a real reason why humans shouldn't eat other humans. It's not just a morality thing. Like you can get like misfolded proteins and shit from eating other humans, I think. And it'll cause you to like die and stuff. Really weird. I might need to calm down on the fucking talking a little bit. I might need to be a bit more chill, a little more reserved. I am losing my voice. Oh, this letter's from Princess Ruto. That's she. Yeah, she's inside Lord Jabba Jabba. That's not possible. Our guardian god, Lord Jabba Jabba, would never eat my dear Princess Ruto. But since that strange Gandalf came here, Lord Jabba Jabba's been a little green around the gills. And evidence seems clear. Of course, you'll go find my Ruto. You can pass through here. Don't worry, I'll be done in like 20 minutes. With them weeps. Don't you worry. Find my dear Princess Ruto immediately. Zora. Is that like a tagline that he's saying? He just says Zora after he's done talking? Now let him have his moment, chat. Everyone just check your phone real quick or something. You know, I got this video about the new RuneScape quest that just came out not too long ago. That's fun. Yeah, no, it's really good. Watching some Settled before stream. Eating breakfast. Oh, he's done. Thank goodness. Finally. All right. Well, let us continue then. Now that endeavor is completed. Also, I think there's a hive up here. I never took the time to break all these hives. I'm pretty sure it's mostly just rupees and wasps you get. Okay. Count to 25 mweeps. That's a lot of mweeps. It's far too many mweeps, some would say. Does it ever say to go get Pharaoh's Wind? No, it never says. I think you can also shoot them down with a bow, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, I have been doing a lot of recording lately. And it shows, to be honest with you. So, an hour long of me just, you know, full voicing is not happening, chat. Doesn't say to go get Pharaoh's Wind at all. Maybe it will later. Here is this. You weren't invited to the recording sessions? Well, I counter that with this, chat. So... I've been rewatching the Chris Chan documentary as it's being re-released. And every time that I have seen this fish, I've thought of this here.
I got a fish. Would you like to make a wish? I got a fish. Would you like to make a wish? I got a fish. Would you like to make a wish?
I just needed to share that all with you. What on earth? That's Chris Chan. Don't look up his newer stuff. Sorry, their newer stuff. It gets bad. It's oof. If you haven't been keeping up with the lolcow stuff, Chris Chan is that is a rough place to start. Anyway, it has unfortunately been living rent-free in my head for... I think there was a glitch with these guys. Something to do with a shield. Oh right, you could bomb hover with them. Christian makes you look wholesome. He makes you look like an angel. It's insane. Am I safe here? It's whatever, barely any background noise anyway. Give me the guide. Into the belly of the beast. Jabu Jabu swallowed Link, forcing him over rows of razor-edged... Yeah. Anyway, rows of razor-edged teeth and into the monstrosity's gaping mouth. Enough light crept through to eliminate the stomach. Not at all the chambers of Jabu Jabu's dank digestive system were free for Link to explore. And yes, he was booked, but I don't know exactly why. They just got out. I don't know if it was an evidence-based thing or whatever, but yeah, that person needs to be in jail for literally ever. If not, fucking just, you know, nasty shit. Nasty shit. Some flaps were covered in protective membrane that would only drop if the great fish belched. They did some creative writing here. Some flaps were covered in a protective membrane that would only drop if the great fish belched. In order to force these mesh sheaths aside, Link had to find a way to tickle the whale's throat. I mean, I guess that is an interpretation of what you do here. Sure, yeah, whatever. Link used his slingshot to irritate Jabu Jabu's hanging uvula. The membrane peeled back as the fish shook. So here he's belching. He's tickling the fish's throat. And this one, he is irritating it. Octoroks. Skulking in the belly of Jabu Jabu were deadly Octoroks, these bouncing 8-armed freaks. Okay, a little aggressive. Didn't squirt ink like regular octopus. Instead, they spit rocks. All right, Princess Ruto, the fair yet feisty daughter of King Zora, was a stubborn girl who refused help whenever it was offered. Despite her strong sense of independence, Ruto had a yearning to feel true love. When she discovered that Link had braved the foul stomach of Lord Jabu Jabu to rescue her, she felt a stirring in her heart. Wow. Anyway, escorting the princess. Stubborn Ritu finally agreed to leave with Link, but only if he would carry her out. Link placed the princess on his shoulders, gripped his sword and started to make his way out of Jabu Jabu's belly. When he found it impossible to jump the extra weight, he heaved the princess to a higher ground, then scrambled up himself before danger could strike. Where are you taking me? Because this is not the way through it all. I'm trying to figure out what this is here. Seems like they're just having... Okay, I'm gonna show you what that reads to me in those pictures and what I think it wants me to do. Because what I think it wants me to do is not possible. You, who are you? I am Ruto, Princess of the Zoras. What? You're saying my father asked you to come find me here and save me? I'd never ask anyone to do such a thing. Letter in a bottle, I have no idea what you're talking about. I don't write. I'm royalty. My father is worried about me. The sucks to suck. Anyway, I can't go home right now, and you get out of here, understand? No. Dumbass. You went into one of these, whatever the fuck this thing is. Whatever that's supposed to be. Are you still hanging around here? I told you to go away. I'm okay. I've been inside Lord Jabba Jabba's belly since I was little, but, Lord Jabba Jabba was very strange today. There are electrified jellyfish in strange holes around. On top of that, my precious stone was... But that's none of your business anyway. You'll go home now, understand? No. You're that worried about me? Then I'll give you the honor of carrying me. However, I won't leave until I find the thing I'm looking for. You better believe me. Alright, so I think this is what it wants me to do. No, maybe it's not. Hold on. Is there water in this room? There is water. Okay, so I do think that it is implying that it wants us to go through... It really just kind of lets you free for a little bit, huh? Go explore, go figure it out, which I appreciate. Think it's easy to pick her up because she weighs less? Probably. Fish are pretty light. Alright, so I was wrong. I do believe it is hinting that we need to do this here. Didn't say nothing about collecting nothing, though. You like pie? You know, unrelated to pie, but I just saw a video of someone who essentially did the Z-Locked challenge, but in Mario 64 for a level. I think it was a Pan and Coic level, or a Pan and Coic video. And, you know, it kind of makes me interested to figure that out. Just one level, just one. A single level in, where you can't move left or right, I think would be interesting in Mario 64. You shall become as gods. Fucking banger of a name, dude. Sweet stash. I appreciate it. Sweet name. How's it going? Z-Lock one level in every game. See, I think for games like... I don't know. Would you even be able to do that in Glover? I don't know why Glover was the first one that I thought of, but it was. Alright, does it actually explicitly say where we need to go here? Just as Link stepped into the side pocket of Jabba Jabba's intestines, stingers ascended from the floor. Using his sword, Link dispatched from the stingers and found the hidden boomerang. Okay. Give me some bruisies? Fuck yeah. What is your drink of choice, my friend? The fish. Alright, throat's still bothering me. A variety of beers this day? Hell yeah. Well, this was not where I needed to go. Yeah, I know, she's gonna gripe at me. How inconsiderate. How could you leave me behind if you're a man? Act like one. Okay. If you're a tomboy, act like one. Oh. Can't be alone for 10 seconds, jeez. Royalty just like that. Might need the help of some brewskis. It needs the help of something. I probably should, Fuck, was it this one then? Oh, it was literally 9 years old? I think in the debug menu it says Link is 10. This switch doesn't look like you can press it down with your own weight. With your weight alone, Link. Good thing I'm not alone, Link. Go, you can hold that down. You're fine. Hey, you'll be good here for a couple seconds, right? Shit, my secret's out. I should be on YouTube Kids. I'm not gonna be on YouTube Kids, though. I'm gonna make the platform worse for everybody else because my parents don't know how to behave. Or whatever. I don't know, man. That's not true. Look, I get it. It is tricky. You can't always, you know, figure out what your kids are doing online. You gotta be careful. I honestly think that the whole kids are on YouTube thing, so we have to watch out for like you have to like clean it up, like clean up all your content stuff. I think it's mostly just a reason for advertisers to not pay as much. Children have always been an excuse for, always been a very, very convenient excuse for corporations to use when they want something. Where is the princess? She has already wandered off. But yes, I am trying to approach that whole situation. Where the fuck did she go? This happens literally every time I play this game. I can never find this person. Oh yeah, that's right. They're confirming ages now. That's fun. How inconsiderate. Could you leave behind if you're a man? Act like one. I'm 10. Look, I've been parentified very quickly. Leave me alone. I wasn't expecting watching after a princess. Here's where you would insert the "excuse me, princess." I mean, if you really wanted to. If I make this into a VOD, I will. It's perfect because she is actually a princess. But yes, YouTube has been weird the last couple years. It's also just so like what I started YouTube years ago. And the landscape for YouTube is crazy. I mean, I guess it's just different, right? YouTube's always been weird. No, that's true. It's just it's a completely different beast. You know what I mean? I know. Sometimes I do hit him with the back in my day. Dude, it's true though. Internet time moves fast. If you think about like 2010 YouTube and then think about it just 26 years later. You know what I mean? About making money now? I mean, for some people, I'm sure, right? I try not to make it about making money. Like, I won't disagree with you that it is. Like, a lot of people are always like, I would never take a Raid Shadow Legends sponsor. And I'm like, okay, that's great. Love that for you. Do you have any bills that maybe you need help with? Because Raid Shadow Legends, if you don't know, is the award-winning... No. Yeah. Fuck, what did we just get? I think we just got the compass. I wasn't paying attention. I need to focus up. I haven't looked at the guide in forever. I autopiloted. Dude, what did the guide want us to do? Okay, defeating the tentacle. In the middle of the opening, a red parasite tentacle slapped at Link. As the tentacle stretched to strike him, he noticed its thin base was its only weakness. Careful to stay far enough back, Link used a boomerang to cleave the flailing tentacle in half. Sinewy remains melted to the floor, revealed the dungeon map. Gross. Eight Arms of Fury. From the ceiling dropped big... Wow, they really just let you kind of do your own thing in this dungeon. They just kind of training wheels off with this dungeon. I don't know who is in charge of this dungeon, but it's like literally it's literally 2 pages. I think Dodongo's was... Going to Dodongo's cavern is like 7 pages. Or going to Jabu Jabu is like 7 pages, and Jabu's like 2. Okay, 3. Well, 1, 2, 3 pages. Sorry. Credit where it's due. I'm just going to read all this here. I chased Link around the room trying to stomp him. If Link hugged the... Oh god, it wants me to do that strategy. Fine. Inside path, he was able to outrun it. When Link had the backside of the brute in sight, he released his boomerang. A direct hit stunned the monster long enough for Link to dash up and hack at him with his sword. Okay, arcing around the web. Uvula that controlled the exit valve. Bro, something like that. Oh, I still think this is one of the neatest dungeons, just like aesthetically. Knowing what I know about like anatomy and stuff, I bet it smells absolutely foul in here. The wall, the only way for Link to tickle the switch was to use the wide arc of a properly thrown boomerang. Doesn't even want us to lock onto it, it just says to fucking guess. Okay, so 2 things. We have to fight the mini boss in the filthy casual way. That's way harder than no. Where did I go? I got distracted. Can I help you? Go away. Don't attack that. I'm protecting that. All that ambergris. True. True. That's just whale vomit for anyone that doesn't know. And apparently maybe it's valuable, depending. I don't know. I don't actually know if it's valuable in real life. I just know that I want it in Guild Wars. Because I need it for stuff. I need to craft my legendaries. Okay, well since it's not giving us any actual guidance right here, I'm just going to assume... I'm just going to do the dungeon the right way. Although I am curious if Sari has anything to say about this. Or if Navi has anything to say about it. You want to talk to Sari, right? Sure. I'm inside of a whale. That's crazy. Are you collecting spirituals? Don't you talk about the spiritual stones right now. Want to talk to Sari again? No. I really wouldn't tell them anything about the fact that I am inside of a giant fish right now. It's not vomit, it's usually secretions covering octopus beak. See, that's exactly why we need to confirm the information that we get on MMOs. Link, try to keep moving. Great information. You know what? Don't sleep, don't do nothing, just keep moving. Navi really coming in here with probably the least useful information I've ever seen in my life. Hi, I know you reached out to me because you needed help. Because, I mean, this is kind of all a little overwhelming for a 10-year-old. But have you tried just sucking it up and moving still? Just saying, that could be a good thing for you to try. What does Navi say about the tentacles? Parasitic tentacle? It seems that the narrow part is its weak point. You need a particular item to destroy it. Indeed. Alright, that should open up the way to the mini-boss. And then we have to fight them in the terrible way. How did Child Link feed himself? Probably just ate berries and stuff, yeah? I mean, he lived in the forest. How many days does this canonically take place in? That's an interesting question. I don't have an answer for you. I guess just however long it actually takes you to do it. Gross. I was about to be real upset with myself. You know what? I don't need the controls. It's fine. Dude, I'm not looking forward to seeing these things in HD. Be on the way to the chiropractor, am I right? Okay. You destroyed the Ghost Controller, you got a token proving you destroyed it. Good. Leaves? It probably actually would be leaves. I mean, that's what you do in nature, right? That's the stone I've been looking for. Throw me up there on the platform. Yes, leave me unattended for this amount of time. Completely unattended. Surely nothing will happen. Princess Ruda got the spiritual stone, but why Princess Ruda? Oh my goodness, I finally found my mother's stone. I got very upset. Where is her mom, actually? Anyway, while I was feeding him, he suddenly swallowed me. I was so surprised I dropped it inside. Does it ever actually say what the fuck is up with Ruto's mom? OT Ruto's mom. Princess Ruto. There's a reason he got big. I mean, shit, you might be right. I'm not seeing anything like specifically. Yeah, just have to like after a very, very quick search on Google, I wasn't able to find anything. The moms are always dead for some reason. Well, I can relate, if you know what I mean. Alright. Anyway, let's fight this stupid Octorok. What is this, an octopus? Alright, gotta fight this. I fucking hate fighting him this way. This was how I used to fight him too, and it's so bad. I mean, it works, I guess. Actually, this is way easier than I remember it being. I'm catching up way faster. I remember this being damn near impossible, dude. Like, I remember needing to... I guess I was just impatient when I was younger, huh? I also didn't know that that meant that he was spinning, like, turning around. I wasn't a very smart kid. Doing higher frame rates? I mean, it could be. I don't think I'm emulating any higher frame rate. I think it's just the standard 20. Yeah, that was easy as fuck. Alright, never mind. The casuals are fine. The casuals are alright. Still the harder way to do it, but it's fine. They're trying to do it while Z-locked? We finished that challenge, right? Yes, it was the mini-map challenge we didn't finish. I'm upset, by the way. I actually lost all of the footage for that challenge. So if we want to complete it, we'd have to just start over. I don't have the footage. I don't have the save file. So yeah, the minimap challenge. Were you not here for the minimap challenge? Oh no, I guess it was when I wasn't streaming on Twitch. Yeah. Imagine this game, but I can only see the minimap. I mean, yes, you could see the little chunk of screen behind it as well. No VODs for it? I mean, I might have the VODs for it, but I don't have the save file. There's nothing saying that I wouldn't just be able to just pick up where we left off, I guess. I think we were in the water temple, which is probably why I got tired of it. Because there's a lot of... verticality is pretty rough. Do I have a fish? No, I don't have a fish. I was going to try to do a little trick. That PlayStation scrapping physical in 2028. My response to that is that I'm going to start brushing up on my sea shanties. Not for any particular reason. I just like sea shanties. I always have, you know. And if it becomes nice, then if it becomes nice, fuck, man. Yeah, you know what I mean. He gets it. Because to be honest, I'm getting fucking tired of not owning things that I pay for. Maybe I'm just an old-fashioned kind of guy sometimes, you know? Call me crazy. That maybe if I want to play a game 20 years from now, it shouldn't be dependent on whether or not the servers are still up or whatever. Stash ain't for show. Exact. Not just for show. No, I've actually been going through what would I call it? A crisis of personality on YouTube. And this is a little bit, I mean, a lot of people that have been here for a long time already know this, but Nintendo, how I started my channels. And so I have 3 channels. This is not my most popular channel that I'm streaming to. But I had one where I did like Nintendo theories, Zelda theories and stuff, and that was a lot of fun. Then Nintendo started being kind of a piece of shit. And I had a decision to make. Do I continue to engage with this company? Now Nintendo's not on the front page, which is nice. The continuation of physical, well, you know, they can't all be L's, right? So it's been tricky. And branching out on YouTube is probably the worst thing you could possibly do. So anyway, I hate how this is worded. Barinade, a nucleus of throbbing nerves surrounded by a living shell of Bari. Interesting. Was the only thing that stood between Link and the exit from Jabu Jabu's digestive system. Link used his boomerang to weaken the giant jellyfish's defense. Barinade slashing through the Bari as quickly as possible before they could retract and protect the nucleus. Okay, we can't use Deku Nut strats, that's a shame. Barinade's brain... Link only had a short time before more Bari came to their master's rescue. Alright. Oh, it does show here him hitting it with the boomerang, though, so we don't have to hit him with our sword. We can hit him with the boomerang, too. Alright, we have a couple options. We can't use Deku Nuts. No longer on the pooper. I'm happy for you. Also, this is where the no-hit run goes to die. Almost every time. Haven't done that in a little while, either. Pretty sure I still got my, sky in the... Got my sky in the cupboard. Do the one-shot challenge. The only real problem I have with the one-shot challenge is that you end up doing the death tree a lot. No, no, no. Yep, there it is. That's it, right there. I always panic. Bro, fuck off. Must slash them with my sword, and hit them with my boomerang, and do it inefficiently, because it's all that I know. Ugh. What do you have to say about this, Navi? Many parasitic jellyfish swarm around this monster, aimed for its body, protected by jellyfish. Are they jellyfish or are they Bari? Navi, get your shit together. Barinade. Oh, it's just all the same thing. I thought it would have a different... I would have a different, different words for it, or different description. Ding, deflected. Deflect. Deflect. But we'll make it through eventually, don't you worry. Oh, it's Pearl. That was definitely in the oh, it's a girl house voice. Don't do it. Don't shoot. Occurs me, there's really nothing you can do about these jellyfish. Like, you can't defend against them with your shield, I don't think. Oh, this is always so fucking stressful. Yep, right there. The one shot would have ended right there. Wait, what am I doing? It doesn't say explicitly how to slice him. I can do whatever the hell I want here. Oh, you didn't like that? You took the number 2? I'll send you a number 2. And not in a weird way, like a $2 bill, alright? Not everything's a funny joke, sometimes things are just real. That's been an interesting little side challenge of this, by the way. In Dodongo's Cavern, it explicitly says you have to kill it in 4 slices. I think it's interesting to do like a little side quest to try and follow the guide to the T. Got a heart containing your maximum life energy is increased by 1 heart. We're a very healthy child. You're late. What took you so long? You're useless. Yes, please talk to me more. No. Somebody says that. I bet this was an awakening for somebody right here. You're useless. Oh. I didn't know. Thank you. I was just lonely, that's all. Just a little bit. Cannot confirm nor deny. Oh boy. I always thought Princess Ruto was icky. I'll have you know, she had cooties, so... Just saying, really wasn't gonna work out between us, you know? Also, my parents watched me play this part, and I was so uncomfortable at one point. I mean, my dad already knew, right? Because he played the game before me. I used to play on his save file. But I got up to here at one point when I was younger, and I was like, oh no. Are they gonna kiss? Please don't kiss. It's gonna be so awkward in front of my parents. Angry women being your forte probably started earlier than that. That's very fair. You look cool. Cooler than I thought you would. Well, anyway, you saved me, so I guess I'll reward you. Not with a kiss. Don't kiss. What do you wish? Oh, I don't want anything, really. Hee hee hee. Don't be shy. I can tell I can tell what you're thinking. Men want one thing and it's fucking disgusting. It's this goddamn spiritual stone. How old am I? Fuck, I think I'm 34. Something like that. I'm an old man. My mother gave it to me and said I should give it to only the man who will be my husband. You might call it Azora's engagement ring. Sorry it was your first waifu? That's fair. I mean, it's probably that way for a lot of... So, there are obvious options, right? You know, you have your Malins and stuff. You're an even older feck. That's fair. Dude, see, you said you think, right? After, like, 25, it stops fucking mattering at all, dude. Just like, I don't care. God, do you obtain the Zora Sapphire? I can talk. English is my first language. This is a spiritual stone of water passed down by the Zoras. Her most precious possession. You don't know what she's talking about, but you finally collected all the spiritual stones. Go back to see Princess Zelda. Don't tell my father. I'm immediately going to tell your father. I am not interested. Look, I'm a good kid. Oh, wait. So it starts you off looking here. I think that's the hint to go over here. So I will go get Pharaoh's Wind. That never stops. Yeah, no, ain't that the truth. God damn. Also, it took me years to figure out there was a secret under here. You can grab this rock, and this platform here actually connects to... way up there. Blew my mind. Feel my name is very misleading right now? Well, about that. I didn't get it when I was a newborn. However... Oh, no sage? What are you talking about? You can be young and wise. Our boy Sage here is wise beyond his years. Trust. Why, they love their angles, don't they, chat? Welcome, Link. I'm the Great Fairy of Magic. I will give you magic spell. Please take it. I love the angles, too. Yeah. I'm very curious how they're going to handle this situation in the remake. So, actually, one of the things we talked about on Tyler Townsend's most recent video. Great Fairy 3DS. So I wanted to see what the Great Fairy looked like in the 3DS games, and they actually, in a lot of these games, which this one wasn't the 3DS. Was this Hyrule Warriors? Just gonna screenshot this real quick. I can't remember what game this is from. Is this Hyrule Warriors? Because that's pretty well spot on. Her depiction in Ocarina of Time. And I didn't really think that they would go that route with it. Hyrule Warriors, yeah? Yeah. I mean, that was a couple years ago at this point. And I think Hyrule Warriors was T for teen, right? So I am curious what they're going to do. So we've actually had a lot of different types of fairies. Like, here's just an example. I think this was this Twilight Princess? I think this was Twilight Princess. But I can't remember for sure. That was Twilight Princess? Yeah. Which is a good design, don't get me wrong. This was the one from the 3DS. I'm not going to get a good screenshot of it because it's just a thumbnail, but they did, I mean, shit. They kept the design on the 3DS, so maybe they'll Maybe they'll just make her HD and you can just see the leaves, you know? I am very curious as much as the YouTube landscape has changed. The gaming landscape has also changed. Some for the better, some for the worst. Mostly for the worst. But that's just my old man. Anyway, we're gonna go ahead and probably call it there. So thank you for stopping by. I really do appreciate you all stopping by. I'm gonna repeat what I said. If I say stopping by one more time, the video ends. Which is on purpose. Gonna be filled with GTA 6 stuff. Luckily, I don't care. GTA 6 will be fine. I hope it bombs until physical copies come out. I know that it won't, but imagine what kind of a power move that would be for players to actually wait until the physical copy comes out. That would be the biggest middle finger to PlayStation in this new development or whatever. It won't. Let's just be fucking completely clear. They said there will never be any. I thought GTA 6 was waiting on... They were doing physical release like later this year. They won't care. I know. But I care. And that's enough. Anyway, that was all the time we have for today. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. It's helped me out an awful lot. I'm getting worse at that. I swear. The more I do it, the worse I get. They came out and said no physical. I'll figure out a way to get a physical copy. Don't you worry. Anyway, thank you, everyone. I'm gonna leave us off on Navi's wisdom. We collected 3 spiritual stones. Let's go back to Hyrule Castle. Let's go back to doing whatever we were doing before stream. Thanks. Have a good day. Bye-bye.